Yes, good afternoon. We are live. Today we are looking ahead to the Arsenal's visit to West Ham United. And let's get into the intro and then we'll see who's going to join me and have a little talk about it. Wrong intro. Let's try again. One day I'll get it right. Anyway, yes. This Sunday sees Arsenal go to West Ham in what is the 146th meeting between the sides. Joining me today to discuss that is, first and foremost, James. How are you, sir?
What's going on? That was an impressive stat. I like it. I'm good. How are you?
Not bad, not bad. I can give you another one if you want. I'll tell you what, try and figure it out by the end of the stream. How many times have we beaten them? And welcome back, Mr. Niger Englishman. How are you, sir?
To expect from me, it is what it is. But I keep going, no. More like a rolling stone, because I have no stopping time. Can nobody stop a man?
I had to bring the vibes back. A little bit of Ghanaian. So you guys know I still got a bit of Ghanaian in me, man. Because a few people have been doubting it. So, this tune is very important because that's the song I'm going to play when we've consolidated that top four. Because one lyric, it says, of course I fucked up. Who never fucked up? Put your hands in the air. No hands. Right? Because literally I messed up. I said top six is what we're going for. And it looks like with four games to go, we're very much in control for the top four. And if you go head to head, Tottenham against Arsenal, I'm always going to pick Arsenal. So that's me. Welcome back, guys.
I wouldn't say you fluffed up to censor it. There's a certain team in red that played last night that's fluffed that all up and got us in there in the first place. So
very true, bro. Very, very true.
But nonetheless, yes, I think the majority of us would have taken sixth at the start of the season, but we are looking at fourth. So I've titled this. Yeah. So if you've already noticed, I've titled this "Is this a good game for Pepe?" Because Saka, although I have word that he should be fine for West Ham, should Pepe get a shout in the team against West Ham on Sunday? Also, doesn't have a bad record against West Ham, especially at that stadium. So, Niger.
Pepe. You guys know about my relationship. Me and James probably have the most interesting relationship when it comes to Pepe. I wanted him to really push on at the back end of the AFCON. He had some good form, went back to Africa, met some of his teammates, had that feel-good factor, had a brand new baby, scored one, assisted one. I thought, yeah, this is Pepe's time to really push and earn his contract. But Tony, I won't lie to you. What I've seen over the last couple of weeks gives me the impression that Arteta's done with him, man. He doesn't even care if he wants to play for his contract because he's kind of resigned to losing him. So the only reason why I would play Pepe if Saka's not 100%, because this is not the stage of the season where we want to be risking our star boy. Do you get what I'm saying? So I'd rather protect him for the West Ham game and then have him fully live for, I don't know, who was our next game after West Ham? Is it Leeds? Yeah, firing on all cylinders for Leeds. So it's not the worst game, but I don't know. If Saka's 80%, throw Pepe in, why not? But if not, same lineup as the United game, maybe with a change. Or actually, let's not get into lineup shit, right?
Not just yet.
Okay, cool.
Do you feel the same, James?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. For me, Pepe's done. I like Pepe as a player, but again, we never. It was a mistake us recruiting him. especially for the money we did. But I won't bring the value into what we spent on him. We didn't utilize our system to really benefit him as a player. We haven't got the maximization out of him. So I don't know. Saka seems to be okay. Like, I mean, he's been training. So I wouldn't play him. I just feel like if he's had like a week's recovery plus, he should be all right. Plus, I want to see that link up for Tomiyasu coming back with Saka, because him, Odegaard, and Saka, for when Tommy was there, it was a nice right hand side. So I'm sticking with Saka. But yeah, if he's not fit, like Kunde said, there's no point, because we're going to need him for the Spurs game specifically. So yeah, it depends on his fitness.
Yeah, and I have to agree with both of you. Yeah, Pepe's done. As far as I'm concerned, he's done out here. The thing is, if he wants to move away, he's going to have to start performing as well. So maybe throw him in a game like this, rest Saka, ready for the Leeds Spurs games. And look, West Ham, I'll go on to their form in a minute, but I think it's a game that he should probably play. But like you said, if Saka's fit, and the form he's in, you don't really want to drop him. Just a quick run through the comments quickly before we do go further. So, Football United, Matt, good to see you. You've muted yourself there.
Sorry. You see with Pepe, yeah? Like, part of me wants to see what he looks like in the middle, though. Because I feel like in the Premier League, that right wing side is I don't know if we're asking too much in the Prem. It's a lot different than playing in League 1. If you look at his last 2 seasons in Lille, first season was as a 9, and the second was on the right. So I'd like to see what it looks like. Don't think that's me saying I want to keep Pepe or anything like that. Mm-hmm. But I would have liked to see him in that situation, because doing more last minute stuff through the middle, maybe he'd be quite effective. Who knows?
Yeah. No. Onto the comments. G Talks, how we doing, sir? How are you? Good stream last night. If you haven't seen it, go to Cannon Chat and have a look at what he got up to last night. Very good stream. They were actually talking about Pepe as well. Adbav Singh would be lucky to get 25 million euros for Pepe. How much do you think we'd get for him? Just out of interest.
20 M.
20, yeah. 20 is a 25.
I'd love to sell him to Newcastle for 30, but just the vibes in that. Same maximum on one side and Pepe on the other.
Do you know what? Yeah, you see Pepe, if he'd gone to like a Leicester first before he came to Arsenal, I do believe his career at Arsenal would have been different. I just think I don't like buying any player off one good year. I don't like that, to be honest. Like, you never know, especially in League 1 as well. It's a bit of hit and miss over there.
I agree with you. Yeah, we have to cut our losses there. G Talks, Arteta done with Pepe. He can't get into this team after the window in the summer. He has no chance. I think we all are in agreement there. Same time, if needs be, we have to play him to protect Saka. Look, and that's my thing with it. If we do start Pepe, it is to protect Saka, because we're going to need him, especially against Spurs. He rinsed Spurs last time he played them, so we're going to want that again. Let's go on to the lineup. Actually, I haven't done a graphic, but I have got a banner somewhere. James, leave me alone. I see you looking at me.
No, there isn't.
So I have put Pepe in there. I'm not too sure what's going on with Saka, but I put Tomiyasu in there. Do you think he's ready?
Yeah, fully.
I think the kind of game he needs to play, right?
Yeah, fully. He needs game time, so why not?
No, Nigel, you still there? Do you agree with that? Tomiyasu should start over Cedric? Okay, we'll come back to him. He's probably popped to the loo or something. So yeah, I've got Ramsdale, Tomiyasu, White, Gabriel, Tavares, El Neni. That'd be the old spell, wouldn't it?
Bro, boy, no love for El Neni,
Yeah, bro.
Oh, the old spell checker, you gotta love it. El Neni, Xhaka, Odegaard, Pepe, Nketiah, Martinelli. I've gone for Martinelli over Smith Rowe because I just think with their crisis at the back, they're without Dawson, who's suspended. Diop Bono's not there. Their only remaining starter really Zuma. So
yeah, but he's frail.
I think Martinelli could exploit exploit West Ham at the back there by cutting in and whatnot. Would you take that side? Obviously, you probably put Saka in for Pepe. Nigel, before you disappeared, I asked James, would you start Tomiyasu in this game?
1,000%, mate. 1,000%. Like he was on for 8, like maybe 6 minutes, and you could already see the difference in class. Ronaldo started getting flashbacks of Serie A when he bodied him then, so he had to take him out as well, bro. So big Tom has to come back in the side, bro. 100%.
Definitely. I'm just changing Elneny's name very quickly.
Nah, enemy. It's fine. It's fine.
But would you change anything else? That would you start again?
Look, let me be honest with you, and I've said it on streams before, and people were looking at me sideways. And this was before we played them last time. I said, West Ham, we are their papa. They are little boys to us, innit? I'm not scared of West Ham, innit? Like, I'm not scared of them personally. Like, I'm more worried about the Leeds game than the West Ham game. But the only reason why the West Ham game makes me a little bit nervous because there's too many things in our favor. And you know how we like to mess up when we get situations like that. Do you know what I'm saying? Where players are missing and all sorts. This guy's a suspension. They got European football, whatever. But I swear we played Crystal Palace or something, a similar scenario where they had like an FA Cup game after they played us. So they maybe might have been considering resting some players. And we saw what happened there. But yeah, I'm comfortable with that lineup. Martinelli probably has a little bit of chip over his shoulder as he's been on the bench the last couple of games. So yeah, and
there's a comment here on Martinelli. There's a comment here. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, he probably helped Nuno more than ESR. And the third thing, I think Colleen said it on either this stream or another the last stream or a previous stream. She said something I second with. I don't like starting games with ESR and Odegaard personally. I like considering them both as a 10, but 10s that do different things. I know ESR's had some good games on the left, but I prefer him through the middle. If you even look at him on the left, he always tucks into the center anyway. So I'd rather they didn't start games together going forward. It's either or.
Yeah. Now Elneny and Xhaka, they both got to start again, right?
Facts, big facts. Man of the match, Xhaka.
I mean, look, since they've come in together, obviously they've played together for years now at the same club, and they were one of the reasons why we got those last two results against Chelsea and Manchester United. West Ham, onto West Ham after the game yesterday against Frankfurt. I think they'll probably rest a few players. I think they want to put everything into that second leg because they're only 2-1 down. How many changes do you think they'll make? I know Antonio started for them last night.
A few. It depends. Their backline, I don't see changing. But
their backline, they can't.
I mean, they might put Declan Rice instead of back, to be fair. That's something they can do. But I don't know. The only person I'm worried about on their lineup is Jared Bowen because Jared Bowen looked good on that goal he almost scored in like the 90th minute was nuts. It would have been
post early on as well, didn't he?
He hit the post. I think I only saw him hit the bar. I didn't see some parts of the game, but he looked lively, and I feel like I don't know. It's interesting to see if we bring Tomiyasu back because we might even play him as a left back. I know that sounds stupid, but he plays left back. He played left back for Japan. He's played left back for Bologna, I think. So that's the versatility with him. Yeah. So I mean, there's options there, but I don't know. I'm not. This is one of these games that I don't want to come into being like, they don't have any centre backs. They're going to be
exactly.
Right? Because you know this is like, Arsenal have got top 4 in their hands. They just need to not fumble it. Yeah. Watch it. I'm not going to jinx it, touch it, whatever. Right? That this be the game that Arsenal fans are taking lightly, and I'm hoping that the Arsenal team isn't because David Moyes isn't a joke. Like I know we beat them at the Emirates, but they're a decent team even with these injuries. So, it'll be interesting to see what they do because they are missing a few key players, especially Craig Dawson looked good when he got that card. It was unfortunate when he got the card at Chelsea, but yeah,
it was weak. It was weak for me. I was kind of what's that about, and then I realised I'm going to admit they're playing us next, so that's fine. But it's one of those. But I think. can't remember what I was going to say now. Like, Nigel, was there anything you want to add to
that? Look, I do believe Antonio will be benched for this game personally, and he does bully our defenders a lot. So I would bar the last game at the Emirates. I think he might have missed that game as well, to be fair. So I think he's going to be on the bench, and that's going to be a big physical loss for them. But this is a real, like, even though I don't care, even though I don't care if he scores 4 goals on Sunday, I still have the same opinion of him. But I believe this is a game that Nketiah can maybe grab a couple, man. He should be feeling confident right now. He's had back-to-back to-back starts. So, I mean, if there was ever a time where he went on a little barren run, it was now, isn't it? So, I'm not saying keep him, or please don't misquote me, but I think he could play a big part in the end of this season.
Well, you could argue he's in a little bit of form. He got those 2 goals against Chelsea. He did hit the back of the net against Man United, even though it was a penalty in the end. So
he should have scored that first one, though. Remember the first one? That one.
Yeah.
We're gonna rue that one.
Yeah, for sure. We also got to factor in as well that the Leicester-Tottenham game is before ours at 2:00 on Sunday. So a lot of opinions could be changed by what happens there. Just quickly, what do you think is going to happen in that one?
Tottenham win.
Boy. Knowing how this season has gone, James, you answer this one first.
The reason that this season is there's not a definitive team that should be top 4 because they played well, right? It's the team that's been the least shit. So whenever a team gets into top 4 and they're like, oh, okay, look, we should have this, they bottle it. Happened to United, happened to us, happened to Spurs. And us and Spurs have changed 4th because we can't seem to be withstanding that, being like, okay, look, they're top 4 now. They're going to go and do it. That you've seen it. So I don't know. I'm predicting a Spurs win, dependent on if they can have a shot on target or not, because they haven't done that in the past 2 games, but don't need to bring that up. So
the problem with Spurs, though, is that they don't need many chances.
Yeah, or any, apparently. But I'm thinking a Spurs win. I'm probably thinking 2-0, just because Leicester are going to do the same as West Ham and rest players for the Conference League games. So,
did they draw that one in the end last night?
Yeah, 1-1.
Yeah,
and that's against Roma as well. So they're going to, like you say, they may have I did mention about how. Well, I mentioned how Leicester gave away that game in January when they played them at the King Power. They were 1-up for the whole game and then lost it late on. But you've got to look at what happened yesterday and think they're going to be looking at that. So, and they're not really fighting for anything in the league. So you would expect both sides to win. It would be lovely if they just got a point or something. But it is what it is. We still got to play them. So
you see Leicester, like Leicester, the weirdest one, probably the weirdest club this season. Like, it's just because everyone knows on their day they can turn it on and beat a team 3-1 in it quite comfortably, creating chances left, right, and centre. But I just think maybe it's the end of this period of the Brendan Rodgers project. Like, it would be nice for them to win this European trophy to really consolidate it, and maybe he can move on, because for the recruitment they did in the summer and what's followed, it doesn't really add up. But with that being said, although I believe because of players are getting rested, for the European fixture.
Yeah.
Leicester do have some fringe players that should be forcing the manager to ask some questions about his squad. So hopefully they can step up, because there's some players like, Lookman starts now and again. You got players like Daka, who's trying to take over the mantelpiece from Vardy. There's a few little stories in there that could happen. But as you said, the way this season's gone, is scripted for Leicester to dominate and Harry Kane to score like a last minute, and then we're under pressure for the West Ham game. So I don't know, man. It's a mad one.
And we are a team that does feel the pressure when it's on us.
Yeah.
And I think that's probably why we beat Chelsea and Man United as well, because they wrote us off before even games were even played. This comment here, the thing with Spurs is they play a formation dependent on wing backs, and their wing backs are awful. And actually, that I remember Gunnar King brought it to my attention that Doherty was involved in most of their goals when they scored. Was it 9 goals in 2 games? And obviously he's out injured. Since he's been injured, they haven't created any chances. So that's an interesting one, and let's just hope that's still the case come Sunday afternoon. Let's go on to our favourite bit of the preview. I'm going to go to let's go James predictions.
I don't want to. You have good luck when you don't watch Chelsea games. I have bad luck when I don't fucking predict the results of games. And I say it with chest, I'm going to win 3-1. And we just fucking lose, right? Like I have a bad luck with it. So I don't know. I'm saying an Arsenal win. I just don't want to say the score because I know if I say the score, we'd no. I'm gonna go 3-1. I'm gonna go 3-1. It might be 2-1, but it just depends on how we come out because it's going to be a weakened West Ham team. And if we play like we had, less so against United and more so like we did at Chelsea, we're looking good attacking. We just need to shore up defensively, and I think Tomiyasu is going to do that if he plays them. So I'm confident we're going to win.
So you're going for both teams to score, Arsenal to win.
Yeah.
Okay. Nigel, I know you love doing this.
Boy, I'm gonna go with a little cheeky 2-0. You know,
Clean sheet
2-0. Yeah, Tommy back in the back line again. You know what I'm saying? Shore things up. And I think it'll be I think the last 15 minutes is going to be nerve-wracking for us. We're going to concede some chances, but we'll already be 2-0 up at that stage. So, I'm going to go 2-0.
Okay.
Sounding way too
right. I think
what happened to one game at a time? No.
That is the next game, isn't it?
Yeah, no. But
the next game, bro.
The energy you had at the start of the show, I like it. Being a bit more confident, you know.
Look, I won't lie. I've bit by bit, as much as I've been trying to distract myself from it.
Yeah,
we're now in a situation with 4 games to go. Like, I would have ripped your arm off if you asked me if I wanted this situation at the start of the season where we can. But the fact that it's in our hands, not that we're trying to catch up to someone.
Yeah.
We just need to do our thing. And as in, it's hard for me not to say it's on. As much as I don't want to jinx anything, it's just hard for me. It's right in my eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Can I? If we go into that Tottenham game, get 3 points ahead of them, even 3 points, we are securing top 4 because we are peppering them at Shite Hart Lane. I've said it. That's one game I'm very confident.
Yeah, that's where I think we will secure top 4. We'll be at their ground. Hopefully, I'm not going to get clipped up in all the Spurs fans.
Maybe I'm just cautious when it comes to Tottenham because I'm not ready to say that yet.
Well, you said that hypothetically, if they draw next game and then lose, and we win both of ours, we're going to be 7 points ahead, right? 7 points or 8? No, 7. Yeah.
And Nigel, I'm going to say it again because I said this in the last stream. Imagine Leicester, they get a point. They lose to Liverpool. We win our 2 games. We go into that game 7 points clear, as James said. We go to the lane. We go 2-0 up. Then they pull one back just after the second half. They get a late equaliser. The crowd's going wild. The Spurs players with Arsenal players' faces. Saka or someone turns around to one of them and says, "You do know we only needed 1 point at your place."
I would love it. I would love it if that happened, mate.
Imagine the scene. So you've gone 2-0. We haven't had a clean sheet for 6 games now. Well, no, it was 6 games ago that we had a clean sheet.
Tommy's back.
But yeah, like you said, Tommy, he gives you that, doesn't he? And I think with the height and power that West Ham do have in their locker, we're going to need an aerial blocker like a Tomiyasu to be in there. But mind you, Ben White's game in the air has not been too bad recently. I have to admit,
he's not been bad.
Unpopular opinion. He's our best. He's been our best defender this season.
I told you.
I'm with you. Far better than Gabriel.
This season, don't get me wrong. He's had some great performances, but he's been doing madness this season at certain points.
He scares me.
Crazy. Yeah.
He
don't know what's happening with him.
It's the late night feeds probably. I've pleaded to his wife, just you do the night feeds, let him sleep. We need him. That's what it is.
Oh yeah, just had a kid
I
in
suppose
it,
you want my prediction.
Yes, definitely.
I was going for a 3-1 myself. I just don't think. I just can't see. We got every right to be confident. We've got every right to be confident. Like, there you go. Like, West Ham will be thinking about Frankfurt. The defence is weak. But this is very Arsenal for them to go and lose this game or draw this game. So I will 3-1 is my caution. So I've given them a goal. So I know they'll probably break us at some point. But yeah, before we go, bold predictions, anti-predictions. Well, I want some funky goal scorers. I want something. I want a card, like a red card or a penalty. Give me something.
Nketiah to score.
That's your wild one, is it?
Yeah, that's as wild as I'm getting, bro.
Even though it's
going to be a good goal. It's not going to be one of them tap-ins that usually scores.
The topo.
I reckon.
Yeah,
I reckon there's going to be somebody's going to I can't say the word I want to use, but they're going to rocket it from outside the box, and it's going to be Pyramid Pirlo, aka Mohamed El-Neni.
Do you know what? I was going to say the same thing. I was going to say the same thing.
The seeds. I might rip his shirt off.
He only scores screamers, bro. Fully, he only scores screamers. Go! If you guys haven't, go watch a compilation of his Arsenal goals, bro. And they're like all out,
bangers.
All of them.
Bangers, just like his hair. Bangers, man.
Yeah.
Bangers.
Straight. And I love his energy. I love them players that he's just happy to be at Arsenal, bro.
Yeah.
Like, make me the kit man if you need me there, but just tell me what you want from me, boss. Do you get me? Literally, I
was about to ask you as well. I don't think Tomiyasu scores for Arsenal yet, has he?
Nope.
No.
So I like that one. I do like that one. G, I do like that one.
Welcome back, man.
But yeah, listen. This is Arsenal, so anything can happen. and if there's anything we've learned from this season, because I'm still frustrated at the fact that those 3 games we lost, if we win one of them, we are so comfortable right now. It's infuriating, and we know this can happen again. It'll be very Arsenal to lose to Leeds. We'll beat West Ham, then lose to Leeds. But hey, hopefully that's not the case. We're going to stay positive here in the Army team.
We are. And everyone in the comment section, like, share, comment, and subscribe. Check out our score predictions on our Twitter page just before the game as well. You pick which of the scores that you think are going to happen and make your comments, and we'll see who wins. I'm going with my prediction, obviously, but let's see.
Don't go with mine. Don't go with mine. I'll jinx it.
Maybe I won't watch the game.
Not allowed to watch 5 games, Tony.
Hey, if it works, I might have to, you know.
Have to see.
One more comment before we do go. If we started El-Neni, we would have won those games against Brighton and Southampton. And I think we've touched that in previous streams, quite possibly. I don't know.
I'm with him. Like, the Crystal Palace, I don't think El-Neni would have made a difference. We were just bad.
I don't think anyone would have made a difference in that one.
Brighton and Southampton, considering the type of chances you were having and the goals we were conceding, I think you're right. At least we would have got 2 points from them 2 games at the very least.
Yeah, no, definitely. Well, after a calamitous start, we're gonna draw this to a close. James, Nigel, thanks for joining me. And all that's left to say is, come on, you Gunners!
Come on.